And good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night. We are here. We are live. We are streaming around the world. This is Spanning the Globe on another beautiful Thursday night. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. This show is sponsored by Mark Leather for all your leathering needs and by Unique Spirit Championship Belts. So hit them up. They do a great job. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can switch over to YouTube. You don't have to click on the StreamYard link and show up as a Facebook user. So, without any further ado, I'll bring on my co-host from Parts Unknown, Mr. Richard Ward. Ward, good evening.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Mr. James Lawrence III,
How's it going,
the
everybody?
resident referee. And from another part unknown, Mr. Andy Bulger.
Hey, everybody.
Acknowledge him.
Yeah, and we have one more joining us tonight, and that is Mr. Lane Crooks.
What's up, Lane?
Hey, Lane.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Jimmy, how you feeling?
Excuse me. As soon as you ask, I cough. I'm doing all right, all things considered. I'm still dealing with a little bit of a headache and a little bit of fatigue. Today, honestly, is the first day I've actually been able to breathe properly through my sinuses. So that's been really nice.
Andy?
Hey, how are you, Lane?
Great, buddy.
Hey,
Good.
I
what's
want
up,
to.
Jake? What's up, Ben?
Hello, John Boy. I just want to bring this up at the top of the show. This is a tier-free episode, so
Yes.
free, drama-free. I want to welcome Jake Keel for viewing the show. Thank you. Ben,
Hey, Ben.
glad to have you watching the show. You know, there are two other podcasts on tonight at the same time as this one, so
So you're tuned into the right place. You're with us. You're at the right
you're with
place.
us. You're with the cool crowd. Yes,
We are spanning the globe.
yes, we are spanning it live.
And we want you to acknowledge us.
That's right. Acknowledge us. That's right. I'm going to show off the belt of the week, and this is a different one. I actually shot the video, but these are not my belts. These are belts that I releathered and sold, and one of these guys bought them. So I'm going to show these off. I did not edit the video. The music editing was done by Mr. Richard Ward. So we'll show off. There's two belts involved, so enjoy. That's it. Belt of the week. Belts of the week.
Silver belts.
Beautiful.
Those beauties belong to Mr. Richard Ward.
What's up, Jay? I will show off the first one.
Hello, Facebook user. Yes, we are the cool kids. Jason Cortez. Okay, Mr. Richard Ward.
Look at that. Look at that belt. Look at
That
that
is-
belt.
Now, those plates were made by Unique Spirit. One
Unique
sponsor of the show.
spirit. Reach
And
out
they were
for
leathered by
your
the other sponsor of the show is me. So,
Mark.
That belt is very,
Mark
very
Leather.
unique.
isn't that
Oh
beautiful?
yeah.
Those plates are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, just
I mean, look at that right there.
touch.
Look at it around the logo plate
I love that logo plate.
and that backing. Check that out.
Blue, yeah.
The blue just looks so good on the back.
I mean, that is clean. That is clean, prestige.
classic look right there in the feel of it. And I'll pick up the next one.
Yeah, let's pick up the other one. Yeah. This is my second favorite version of this belt right here.
Gotta hold it like the Marvelous one.
Ah. That is always probably my favorite version.
Yeah,
My
me too.
second favorite.
That's just a classic. Look at
And
it.
the thing that sets this out, not only did he do in both belts, he did the NWA logo on it,
Oh, wow.
but this one, right on this side, if the camera picks it up, he did the American flag stamped right into the leather.
Oh, man.
It's U.S. belt. Should have the U.S. flag on it.
And another thing that sets Mark apart from the rest, I love his signature stamp,
Oh, definitely.
Mark the leather, right on
That-
the edge.
That stand or that logo was actually made by Eric Lowe, a friend of ours.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the backing, I mean, look at that. It just stands out. And I'm not just saying this because I'm good friends with Mark, but Mark went above and
painting.
beyond and above and beyond with these belts. I mean, if I had to say, with the 10 pounds of gold and these two babies right here, they're the best in my collection right now.
I'm glad you like them. Yeah. And Unique Spirit made both those plates. I did the leather on them, but Unique Spirit made both those plates. So
And they are classic and prestige, man.
I've got
I
that
gotta
US
say.
myself, and I'm going to get a TV belt. And speaking of that TV belt, I've got one for sale. If somebody's interested, and I'll show it off here. I'm not going to pull it up on the screen. I'm going to put a picture up of it. This one was
Highly
made-
recommend it.
This belt here was made by Mayan Madasser. It is black with red backing. Beautiful belt. Beautiful belt. It's got one little flaw in it on the back. The red backing, there's a nut popping through just a little bit, but other than that, it's flawless. Asking $350 ship for that one. And then I also have this beauty, which is a world class Texas Heavyweight Championship. This
Beautiful.
one was
Oh,
made by Muhammad Asif.
Hey, Jim.
Leather and plates are flawless, and I'm asking $350 ship for that one as well.
It's a classic.
I must say his work is marvelous.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. The Unique Spirit does a beautiful job on those plates.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Home run on both ends.
Thank you, Facebook user. Hey, Facebook user. We got a lot of Facebook users watching tonight. So if you click on the StreamYard link and come back in, your name will show up.
I think one of the Facebook users is Gianni.
The Facebook user that says, "Hey, Mark, hey, Warden," that's Jim. Jim Rogers.
Oh, okay. Hello, Jim.
Okay. Hey, Jim.
What call? Yeah, we can fix you up. Now, I'm
Oh,
not
it's definitely-
Unique Spirit's middleman. He's just a sponsor of the show, and but be sure you tell him I sent you, so he'll know his advertisement's doing well. TV bill looks nice. Yes, it does.
That U.S. belt is phenomenal.
Jake, let's talk. I don't normally, but let's talk. He's from Oklahoma, so we'll see. It must be Jim. Okay. And I'm going to show this beauty off one more time. This was last week's mystery belt.
Oh,
A
yeah.
custom.
that
Yeah,
is
that's
just
awesome, dude. I
amazing.
love that.
Let's see. There we go.
That's the belt of childhood dreams right there.
Cardboard belt brought to life.
Oh,
As an added touch, I had him make this logo plate, which I
Yeah, that one looks better, man. I'm glad you went with that one too. That
I'm
You
gonna
should be
get black
wearing
paint
white.
color on 'em, and I'm gonna do the little letters at the top and the bottom. I'm gonna do those in black, so it'll stand out a little bit. But,
You almost should be wearing white gloves with that thing in your hand, man.
yes.
I know. I still love this thing.
that's cool, man.
Amazing.
That is so cool.
It definitely does pop, man. That lacing around the edges. Ooh.
I'm proud of that lacing. Yeah. I was gonna say now. Oh, has anybody else on the panel had a new belt day or this week?
Well, I haven't had a new belt day, but I was involved in
Oh yes,
in a match for the greatest belt of all time.
that's right.
Yes, you were.
I actually got to participate. I was not the referee for the whole match, unfortunately. But the referee who was in the match got knocked down. And for those of you who don't know, if you can't see behind me, I'm a big NWA 10 pounds of gold guy. And I actually got to be involved in a match for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship this past Saturday. And pretty awesome. I got to work with Matt Cardona and Richard Holiday. Richard Holiday of Major League Wrestling. Everybody knows who Matt Cardona is.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, he's not doing that anymore. The guy has literally reinvented himself, and the guy's on fire right now.
We went from woo to woo woo woo.
I got to live a childhood dream. It's one of those things that I never thought would ever actually happen. And
Comics on tonight.
yeah. And the fact that it actually happened for me is really cool. Long story short, the referee for the match got knocked out during the match. And as I was making the run in to make the 3 count, I got to 2 3/4 before Chelsea Green pulls me out of the ring and slaps me. Well,
Lucky bastard.
She can slap me anytime.
Life is tough, Jim.
unfortunately for
Poor
Richard
guy.
Holiday, who the problem for this, I forgot to set the scenario up. It's a title for title match. The All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Championship versus the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. And setting the stage, originally it was supposed to be, I can't think of his name right now. Drawing a blank. Davey Richards from the Wolves. He was the ASW champ, but because of a staph infection, he couldn't wrestle. And unfortunately, the title match was already set up, so we had interim champion come in, and that was Richard Holiday. And Richard Holiday came in and defended the belt honorably as well as he could, because he's Richard Holiday. He's not necessarily the nicest guy in the ring to begin with, but outside the ring, that's a different story. But inside the ring, he's not the nicest guy in the world. And him and Matt Cardona had a great match. The original referee got knocked out, so I got my chance to be a part of it. And it was awesome. I actually got to hold the real 10 pounds of gold.
Excellent.
I got to, touch a part of history, and that's something that, it's been a few days and I've been sick, so I haven't really had the opportunity to take it in, because I've been dealing with COVID for the last few days. And now that I'm actually sitting here thinking about it and talking with my friends and everything about it, man, it's, as you can see, I'm starting to beam a little bit, because it's dawned on me that I was involved in the world heavyweight title, the real world's title,
Yeah,
the lineal real.
Now, did you get to do the count, the 3 count for that at the end?
I got to 2 3/4 before she dragged me out of the ring and slapped me. And when that happened, I went, because it surprised me. I was taken back, and I kind of went down, and I was just kind of like, what the heck? And she was in my face, distracting me before I could even call for a bell. Brian Myers, formerly known as Kurt Hawkins, comes in, spears Richard Holiday. Cardona covers him. The other referee wakes up. 1, 2, 3. new All-Star champion, and still
Wow.
NWA World's Champion Matt Cardona.
I would have had that playing in my head.
Did you do that 3 count?
No, I was
Oh, you
out.
didn't?
I was out of the ring dealing with
Okay.
Chelsea Green at that point in time.
Well, I
Got to
can
be
think of those
tough.
things to happen. Yeah. So how does she slap? Does she slap hard or?
It was. Let me say this as a shoot. Yeah, she slaps pretty hard. At the same time, you know, even though I knew it was coming, I mean, she still hit me in the right place, right? So it didn't really hurt. But yeah, I mean, I told her, I was like, make sure you do it right. I said, because I want people in the back row to hear it. You know, if you're going to slap me, make sure it's a good one.
So it wasn't like a Will Smith slap or anything like that.
Oh no! I mean, she lit me up. I'm not even gonna lie. She lit me up. Okay, check this out, guys. Now I'm backstage and we're going over the spot. She and I are, and this is letting you behind the curtains, everybody. We're going over the spot, and she was like, "Yeah, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull you out of the ring, and then I'll slap you." And I said, "Well, before you slap me, I said, start giving me the business." But you know. And I said some, because when I'm here, I put on my PG tones. When I'm not here, I cuss like a sailor. And so do most of the boys in the locker room. And needless to say, I was like, you come up and you give me the old FU and you MFer and this, that, and the other, right? Well, not only does she come out and slap me, she repeats word for word everything that I said to say to me, right? And I didn't expect her to actually say those words like "you MFer, you SOB," blah, 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 blah. I mean, she's saying it, and she lit me up, man.
Wow.
It was great.
So this isn't your 80s wrestling. We actually use the F word. Okay.
Well, we're not supposed to there, but it was one of those things where, I don't think they heard it because we were close up. But, she was doing this, and then I could hear her, saying everything. I don't know if everybody else heard it or not. Yeah. But between the two of us, she was giving me the business.
Right. So, Facebook user this morning where you're at, that's Embroidery Walla is his name.
Hey, how's it going?
It says you need some light around you there, James.
Yeah, unfortunately, this camera is not the best. Neither is the light in here, unfortunately. It is.
All I know is if I was holding that 10 pounds of gold in my hand, I would hear the boyhood dream finally came true.
Yeah.
Let me say this. When I picked it up, I won't be, if I wasn't just a little bit awestruck. Like at first, I didn't even really want to touch it. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, oh, wow, there it is. And then I picked it up. And then the cool thing was I had mine now, my old one, the Premier, the one that I've got autographed. I had it with me and we set them down side by side. And, and he came over and was looking at it. And I was like, yeah, mine was a replica from like 2010, 2011. I don't remember. It's about 10 years old now. Yeah. And, I was just telling him about it. And I was like, man, I said, when this is all said and done, if you don't care, could you autograph it? And he was like, yeah, man, sure. And bad thing was I had to go through the whole arena to try to find one silver pen or gold pen or whatever that would show up.
Yeah.
Bring one with
But I found it. Jeff Jarrett was there. Jeff Jarrett I was working the first match and Jeff Jarrett got involved in the first match and hit somebody with a guitar.
Oh.
And it was oh yeah. I mean it was like do you know what the word surreal means?
Oh yeah.
It's like finally hitting you, that everything has come,
full circle, man.
Some people like Self-Fan doing replica belt.
Must be from Pakistan.
Yeah. And
from Pakistan?
Or
they're from China. Andy's from China.
But when I got to pick it up, yeah, you want to talk about feeling the electricity, feeling like, I know it's the new one, and I know it's only been out for about a year or so since they debuted it. maybe not even that long. I still felt like the history coming through. You know what I'm saying? You know, like
Flashbacks of who held the belt.
yeah, like you know, I
Yeah.
could see Harley in my mind, and I could see Rick in my mind, and Dusty, and all these greats, and Terry, and Briscoe, and you know, and on and on and on, and Kerry Von Erich. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what happens
You know,
with the replicas we get, man. As soon as I hold them in my hand, I see, you know, everybody that's held it.
and
You know,
when being able to touch the real one, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
So what's Andy got there on his shoulder?
that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's on my list. That's one on my list.
He was conducting business during the show last week.
Yeah, it took me a whole 5 seconds to jump on it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
I
blame you. I
remember
would've done
that.
it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is from Kevin.
That belt is so underrated. Oh,
Yeah, that's on my list.
I almost bought that.
I only had one WCW belt and I let it slip away. It was a US, the original.
I mean, this was by Nawaz, and it looks like classic Shields. I mean, there is not one bad spot on it at all. The
It looks
leather
very
is
nice.
perfect.
That is
You got,
nice.
you got a great deal on that belt.
Yeah, that's why I jumped on it. You know.
Yeah.
It's got the tip with WCW champion on it.
Nice.
That's a full tip, right? Not the half tip.
Yes, sir.
Nothing but the tip.
I mean, everything's on it. Just this is one of my, I think, at least top 5 in my collection, if not top 3. It's just,
easy. Oh,
That is nice. That is nice.
love it.
It is. Beautiful.
I mean,
I'll
just
take her to plates, Andy.
4mm.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love 2mm belts, but I love 4mm belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But you know what? I've been talking with some guys, and we're kind of the opinion that the old belts from the 80s
Mhm.
weren't 4mm thick. The original Dome Globe was not 4mm. It's probably it looks thinner than that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can see some of the promos they did with the belts in their hand back then, especially the TV title.
Oh yeah,
But it's just
there you
just
go.
gorgeous. Thank you, Kevin. And wrapped so perfect. Nothing could have hurt it. The way he had it wrapped, everything about it. So, Kevin,
Did it have his little mark under the duct tape?
please?
Did it have his little mark
Oh
under
yeah,
the
his signature. Yeah, quite a few times on the duct tape on the box. Yeah.
I usually wrap my belts like a toddler ready to walk for the first time.
There you go.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, that belt is on my list. That's one of the ones that's on the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
The 2 I'm working on now is the one
Is
is
that
the
better?
CWA and then the Stampede belt. Those are the 2 next ones I'm shooting for. And then the Lawler belt.
There you go.
oh,
Classics to a collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can see
Is that
now.
better,
Jimmy.
guys? Can you see me a little bit better
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
A lot better. Yeah.
You're not as pretty, but we do see better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I happen to break the camera, or I apologize. Or crack
I
your
sent
screens,
I sent my
apologize.
brother last week when we were doing the belt of the week, and you had the video with the belt going across the screen. I'm like, look, belt porn. He's like, ooh.
Get the lotion out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's the lotion in the basket? No.
Or else it gets the hose again. Okay.
Chelsea and the lotion.
Ah!
Yeah. She slapped me.
She
Well,
still
Jake-
have the arm bandage on her arm?
What's that?
Did she still have the bandage on her arm?
Bandage.
She's still playing that off? Remember she had her
Oh
arm
no,
wrapped at
no,
one
no,
point?
no. She wasn't working that gimmick. At least not while she was there. She
I
will
re-
be back at our little bash, what they call Bash and Beckley, which I guess is going to be kind of like, for lack of a better term, our local version of WrestleMania.
She was the one that was on Tough Enough and also in Impact, right? The one that played the babysitter of AJ Styles or something like that.
I don't remember.
I kind of remember that, but
Or her character was like Miss Misery or something in Impact.
Yeah, she was like the babysitter. I guess she was
Yeah.
the mistress or something
Okay.
when she first started. And then
Mhm.
she went into Tough Enough, and that's when she came to WWE, NXT.
Okay, last week Kevin was on here and we were talking about the giveaway belt that we gave away, and Kevin mentioned another giveaway that he's planning on doing. We don't have details yet, but Kevin talked about the prize for that giveaway. We don't know. He's had some ideas, I think, like a promo contest or something like that. But I got this in a couple days ago. I guess I'm gonna ship this out. Let me go full screen. This is what the prize is going to be. And if you watch Beltomania or BAM on Tuesday or Saturday nights, you know what this is.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
Incredible.
Too.
Look at that.
This is a challenge coin. Isn't that beautiful?
Unbelievable.
I can't remember how many stones are in this, but it's like over 1,000. But there's a bunch of them.
15. I think 1,500. I think
100, and they were hand placed. Every one of
each
them.
one
Now-
hand placed.
Now, the winner's going to have to deal with the fact that it has Carmine's name on the back of it.
Oh, I could deal with it.
Every single one of them have that. So
I definitely could
Oh,
live with that.
yeah, so you're going to have Carmine Sabia in your home. But anyway, this is going to be in a future giveaway. I'm going to hold it until Kevin comes up with details. The belt giveaway is mine. This is his, so we'll get it worked out. But let's get back to the discussion.
Cool.
Yeah, the hot mess. That's
Hot
right.
mess, yeah,
She
that's
is.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she was the hot mess. That's for sure.
I don't think there's a viewer out there that would not love to get pulled out of the ring and slapped by
Oh,
Chelsea.
please slap me, Chelsea. Please.
By that hot mess, yeah, definitely.
Thank you,
I'm
sir. May
ready.
have another.
Either side. I don't care. Hit me, Chelsea.
Slap me anywhere you want to.
Yeah, she slapped me.
Very easy on the eyes.
Yeah, yeah. She
And,
said,
and
he
it
talks
was
like he's
awesome.
disappointed.
I can't even lie. It was awesome.
I'll bet it
um,
was.
And like I said, I got to touch greatness. I mean, I never in a million years thought that
You
I
had
would
greatness
actually
touch
do
you,
that,
too.
To be
Yeah,
a part
you
of
did.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
And,
James, will we see video of this soon?
you know
Yes.
what? I don't know. Hopefully, they'll have it done. Usually, All Star Wrestling does videos or DVDs.
Mhm.
So hopefully, they'll have a DVD of it. Since I've been working for them now for the last few months, I'm hoping to see some of the stuff come out with me because, yeah, I definitely want to
Oh, heck yeah.
see how I work in the match. You know what I mean?
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It was a great crowd. It was one of the biggest crowds I've seen in Madison since I've been going up there, and even as a fan,
Hey, Facebook user.
it was great. I can't, put into words, how I feel actually sitting back and thinking about it. I was part of the NWA World Heavyweight Title match.
That's awesome, man.
Called in the angle. That couldn't ask for more than that.
And I somebody said something now that you've done this, and I was like, well, my next step is to work for the NWA, then I can die happy.
There you go, man.
Wow.
I got slapped by Chelsea Green and was involved in the NBA title match. What am I doing now? I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about how I feel right now. Well, I don't actually feel like going to Disney World. I kind of
You
feel
don't.
like I think after I do this, I'm probably going to go to bed. I'm just the excuse me.
But now that you've
But yeah,
done
man,
that, it's going to be future.
I don't know. I'm hoping for bigger and better things. At the same time, I don't know how it can get much bigger than that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
we're doing championship matches, James.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's definitely cool.
That's great.
Living the life. I'm living vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Facebook user, I'd love to know who you are. All the Facebook users. I think this is the guy from Pakistan, Silkat. Hey, Jake, I'm going to Oklahoma City tomorrow. If you're going to be around, I'd love to drop by and see you. I'll bring some belt belts with me. I gotta get some leather.
That is actually Paul G. Basso,
This one or
the one that said, "Hey, Mark."
okay? Oh, okay. Hey, you.
Hey, yo.
I didn't see the show because I don't watch wrestling anymore because it's not wrestling to me. But Samoa Joe has won the what is it ROH TV title?
Mhm.
That
The
was-
Ring of
Yep.
Honor.
On
Yeah, I thought
AEW.
that was, and I don't want to
Just
be
taking
that guy
all the
that
Ring of
craps
Honor
all over it.
titles and just putting all the
They-
AEW wrestlers in the ROH titles, and
I can see it
Well,
happening.
here's my reason for not liking the whole thing. First of all, the match was horrible. They just stood there and hit each other for like
Mhm.
5 minutes at the
5
beginning,
minutes.
and they did the
Yep.
same thing at the end. Then, not even beside that, if you look at
Hey,
Booker,
Pierce, how's it going?
what does that do for anybody, right? You got a 50-plus-year-old legend in Suzuki. Now, I'm not going to crap on either one of the wrestlers. And you have Samoa Joe. All right, Samoa Joe is a world title contender, not a mid-card champion. Okay. This match does nothing for Samoa Joe. It absolutely does nothing. He should beat the crap out of a 50-plus-year-old veteran because he's Samoa Joe.
Mhm.
And the other guy should not go toe-to-toe with Joe like he did. Another thing that it doesn't do, it doesn't elevate Joe. What does it do for Joe? It puts a mid-card title on him. Right? Now Joe doesn't need to be holding a mid-card title. He needs, because that means somebody has to beat him. A mid-carder has to beat him for it. All right.
Yeah.
Now you take somebody who is somebody who could use the rub to go up against somebody like a Suzuki, a younger talent. Even if it's not an ROH talent, there's a lot of younger guys there that could have benefited from the rub of going up against Suzuki, and winning the belt off of Suzuki. That would have saved Joe for a heavyweight title picture. You can call it a dream match if you want. I looked at it like an old dude that should have got his head kicked in by a young dude, and they stood there and traded blows for no reason. It was boring. And, we can agree to disagree on that, man. Sorry, man. 2 thumbs
Hey,
down.
that's what the
Joe
good
should have
thing
kicked his
about
head
this
in.
is.
That match went way too long.
They were
what's it
both
with-
winded.
And what's the deal with AEW always doing the dramatic turning the lights out? I think they're doing that just a bit too much.
In there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
They're doing it way too much.
And I still don't know.
So, what's your guys' take on? Go ahead. Sorry.
Wrestling is a subjective art form. No, sports entertainment is a subjective art form. Wrestling is wrestling, and what they're doing is sports entertainment. Let's be clear. And once again, that match did nothing for Joe. What does it do for Joe? It puts him at a mid-card title on a company that doesn't exist. Okay, in reality, you could have taken somebody young, some of these up-and-comers. I don't know what's that kid. Hobbs,
Wheeler Yuta.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wheeler Yuta.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Somebody like
Yeah.
him. You could have used what's the other kid that flies around? He's
Daniel Garcia.
no,
I know who he's talking about. I can't think of it. He's in a tag team, right?
With his brother.
He's light skinned.
Yeah, he's the hot. I think it's Anthony. Was it Anthony? Not Anthony.
No. I can't think of his name right now. Ring of Honor only exists as an idea. It has no distribution.
No.
It has no TV.
What about when Jay Lethal came out?
Once again, another Ring of Honor talent buried. But until Ring of Honor did, he
Dante
just blocked
Martin. That was it.
the name. They have no TV. Ring of Honor has no TV. Dante Martin, thank you, Jake. Dante Martin could have definitely used that rub against Suzuki, and they could have put that belt on Dante Martin or Powerhouse Hobbs or somebody of that nature. Joe doesn't need that belt. Joe didn't need that match. As
He
a matter
don't
of
need-
fact, it made Joe look weak because Joe should have kicked the head in of a 50-year-old dude. All right. As far as I'm concerned, Joe should have been challenging for the ROH world title or the AEW world title. That was a waste of time.
That can happen in the future. I mean, that's always in the cards, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean that was a meaningless match for nothing.
We'll
So
see.
what's your guys' take on the new stable that they're forming in WWE with Edge?
Hmm.
Are they going to call it the Brood? Or
I have
what
a feeling what they're going to do, and I have a feeling Leah Ripley is going to be the first woman of the group.
Yeah, Rhea's rumored to be the next member. Yeah.
And I also
You're
hear
not looking at it from a Jake. You're not looking at it from the perspective of professional wrestling. You're looking at it from a fan. There's other people that could have benefited from that match. Joe didn't need it.
I also hear that
Actually, it hurt Joe by putting him in that match.
that Bray Wyatt could be the lead, possibly.
Yeah, he hasn't signed anywhere else yet, so very possible.
Nope. But I think I dug what they did with Damian Priest with the black light and his eyes change. Kind of zoom in and have that Lost Boy moment.
You got a debate going on here.
Oh, jeez.
Keep it classy, guys. Keep it classy.
Hey, the wonderful
Oh, no,
thing
man,
about this is
I love talking this stuff. I mean, I don't see the point. What does it do for Joe?
like I
We
said,
all know
the
Joe's a
wonderful,
badass.
the wonderful thing
Puts a
about this
meaningless
is
title on him.
everybody's entitled to their own opinion, which is a great thing, man. And wrestling in general, there's so much to pick from, and it's just phenomenal.
Joe's well above the mid card.
Big.
Mid card title.
Hey, Jim, did you see the match with six-man Eddie Kingston and what do you call them now? Used to be LAX, the six-man tag.
No, I pretty
enjoyed
much tuned. I can't sit through AEW without my head exploding sometimes.
What about a housing? Regal selling the housing thing. That was pretty cool.
I didn't watch it. Like I said, I tuned out. I'll flip back and see things on there, and I'll watch, and then I'll go, "Why am I watching this?" And then I'll turn the channel again.
That's
All
Star
I
Wars.
know-
I'll be honest. I do the same thing with WWE, so it's not just AEW. I do it with both.
He's an NWA guy. So.
Very
Like I
rarely
like
do
pro
I watch
wrestling,
the E
not-
Live
Sports entertainment and diet sports entertainment.
unless it's a pay-per-view.
And then I'll watch it if it's pay per view.
I
right
think
back.
Suzuki's past his prime. I think.
I think he's way past his prime. I think that it was a gimmick match that for him to win it. I think it was a gimmick for him to, be over here. I mean, why would you even bother putting the belt on him just to have the match to take it off of him, so many days later? Doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't do anything for Joe. And honestly, you just beat an old man.
That's it.
Suzuki never drew money in the States, buddy.
He needs a decent haircut. That's why he's not drawing money. You can't afford a decent haircut.
Oh, man.
That forehead's been through so many wars. It's not even funny. He's got a map across his forehead and on top of his head.
Yeah, an Oklahoma guy here.
When Suzuki can get them above 1 million viewers on a consistent basis, then I'll believe Suzuki draws money. All right, and I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm just pointing out the fact that AEW is not as big as what a lot of AEW fans think it is.
I love the death matches though over in Japan.
I'm messing something up, somebody. Becca sent you a PM. Okay.
But let me trash WWE because I haven't watched it either. So tell me what's been going on tonight, so I can trash it too.
I think tonight we'll start talking about the NWA for the rest of the night. No.
James is spreading the love tonight.
Guys, I've been dealing with COVID, so my tolerance for things is like very, very, and it's not anybody's fault.
When James ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So,
Mark's got to bust out with "I love you."
I was saying I don't want to make it just a beat up AEW night now. Come on, I don't want to just beat up on them. We can
Spread
beat up
the
on
hate.
WWE too.
Spread the hate. Not that there's not enough of that going around the hobby.
No, I love everybody in the hobby, man. I don't have a problem.
I wasn't talking about you.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
not
said,
gonna
it's
name that
awesome.
person, but
Do I see a tear in your eye, Mark?
you said yes. I'm not on a scammers list, man.
But no, it's okay to enjoy what you enjoy, man. I also am picking a little bit on the AEW fans, just a little bit too. So don't let me rain on your parade of enjoying something that you enjoy. Just because I
love
don't
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
mean
I
it's not
love
any
it.
good. And just because you like it, go for it, man. Enjoy what you enjoy, and I'm glad people do get enjoyment out of it. I want it to succeed. I really do, because if they succeed, that means others can succeed.
Yeah, I'm not a Mark, but I'm a wrestling fan. I love
I'm a
all
Mark.
wrestling.
I'm a Mark. I'm such
love
a Mark.
all
I got in the
wrestling.
business. I tell people that all the time. They're like, "Yeah, but you're." I'm like, "No, I'm a Mark." See, I watch wrestling, the wrestling app too. I think it's great. That's where you get to see all the classic stuff that you'll never see on any of the network or network on Peacock or whatever it is now. Yeah, man, that's cool.
Mark's bringing out the NWA belt.
If you're going to spread some love to NWA, we got to represent
The GOAT, and I got to hold it, the real thing.
Well, you got a goat holding the belt. That's the marvelous one, Mark Maggard.
That's an inside joke. It's an inside joke, kind of.
I got mine.
Oh, here we go. Wait, hold that back up. Always set
There you
above
go.
your head. Yeah.
Ask him about the miracle water.
That's that is another Mark Leather classic right there.
Yes, it is.
There it goes. Wow.
That was a surprise belt.
Oh, huge surprise.
That sent these tears to my eyes watching that video.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't know who was more excited, him or me.
I don't think he realized what was going on until you actually
No, until he said it, I didn't even.
Yeah, and then when he said it, and then it's just like his face just went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything just went.
Yeah, the lights went out. He's like,
He's like, what?
yeah.
Mark's like, what do you think of that belt? That guy's gonna be lucky, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're that guy.
He said, "You recognize this?" And I was like, it just.
I watched
Hey,
that over and over again. It never gets old because the look on your face was priceless.
It's
And
what
your
makes
mother
the
was
belt
in shock
hobby.
too. Your mother was in shock too.
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard
You
that
can hear
in the
her in the
background.
background just going, "Oh my god!"
Is
Yeah,
that
honestly,
real?
when it finally dawned on you what was going on, and you could just see everything just wash over you.
it did.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
It was like, oh, that's great.
I thought he was going to cry. I'm glad he didn't because I would have.
I thought I was too. I came close.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'd have probably shed a tear myself if that was the case.
I think if I was watching that live, I would have.
No, I did whenever everybody pitched in and wrestling belt reviews and helped get Andy the red Universal when it came out. And
Yeah, I remember that. I was gonna donate one of the belts I had at the time too. I remember that.
and that was, I got choked up on that one because legitimately I had nothing to do with it. And then 24 hours later, everybody's like, where do we send the belt? And I was just like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, we got him a belt.
Dono, I think that was the premiere.
Yeah, that's a premiere. That's what I have.
I re-leathered it, but that's Premier plates. Maybe
Yeah,
I
it's
turned-
Premier right
It
here.
was blessed by the marvelous one.
it's soaked in marvelous or miracle.
Miracle water.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you for that. Yeah, here's the Fandu version. Here's the Fandu.
Oh yeah, I want that. Now,
Ooh,
did you put a
I-
re-leather on that one yet?
Not yet. No. I do have a strap laid out for. I haven't cut it yet, but it's going to be more like the TV version. It's going to come out and be a little bit wider above the side plates. Going to come out to about
Yeah.
right here.
I like it.
It's going to be about I don't know 5.5, 6 inches wide on the strap. It'd be about 1.25 inches above the.
Well, remember to put the snaps in right.
Yeah, the snaps are going to be reversed on from this build.
Yeah, because
This
they're
is a
wrong.
beautiful strap. It is.
It's not a very the 10 pounds of gold never did have a very big strap. It's the only belt that I actually have out of all of my belts, even the replicas, that I can actually put on my waist
that-
and wear around the house. It does not have a very big strap at all.
But yeah, I think it's a 52-inch strap I cut out, but I haven't cut it yet. I've just drawn it out because I've changed it 2 or 3 times. So, but yeah,
I think I would do
it's
the
gonna-
Fandu.
Yeah,
Oh, it's still my dream belt there, Jake. Believe me.
it's a heavy belt.
Jake, if you
I'm-
can find a
really-
Premier out there, grab it. Mark does wonders with them.
James,
You can still find the premieres.
hey,
but you
James, did you
can't-
get somebody to take your picture with the real 10 pounds of gold?
No.
Oh,
Man, the thing was where it was right backstage through the curtain the whole time it sat there. And at that point in time, you've got so many people moving about. And for me to run all the way back to the locker room and grab a camera to grab my phone to come all the way back up there to try to get a picture with it
yeah.
while still in dress. It was just too hard. I did get to hold it. I would love to have gotten a picture with it, but
I'm sure you will in the future.
as I'm gonna say, there's other times and there's other shows, and at
Yeah.
some point he'll be back. He has to come back to defend the All-Star Heavyweight Championship. He is
Mhm.
the All-Star Heavyweight Champion, so that means he has to come back in at some point in time. Now, whether or not he's still the NWA World Champion at that time, don't know. But you talking
So
about
right here?
the-
The network logo.
class ring.
Yeah,
Look like. Like, what year did you graduate? Well, I got my class belt.
yeah. I'm curious to know how maybe other people have made a cardboard belt that would like to have a real one made. And I'm curious. His first bill, I can't stand it.
See, we never made cardboard belts. We, me and my brother and my cousins and all of us, we all got a little bit of allowance every week, right? So we pulled our money, and do you guys remember Muscles? The little
Yep.
pink figures, MUSCLE, millions
Yep.
of unusual creatures lurking everywhere. They had a championship belt that you could buy, and
Was that the one with the little clear plastic in the front? You could put your favorite characters in the front?
yes, right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we had that, and me and my cousins and all of us, because the little plastic thing that came on it looked really goofy and stuff. We popped it off, and we broke the little ring thing off of it and made it look like a real belt, and with and then colored in the breaks where the pins were to hold the little ring ropes on it and stuff, and it looked really cool. And we went and got like 4 or 5 of those things, man. We took at the top of it said champion, so we would take whiteout and write over it, and then take a magic marker and color over the whiteout, different colors, and each color represented its own. Like black was the world title. The U.S. was red. Our tag team belts were like blue. and I can't remember what our US was. Anyway, we went and bought a bunch of those. We weren't good enough with any kind of tools to actually make belts. I wish I would have been though.
I use tinfoil and cardboard.
My
And-
first
and-
belt was like that.
And a permanent marker.
This is my cardboard, but actually, this is not cardboard. This is sheet metal. This is cardboard right here. Strap is cardboard. This is sheet metal. Same kind of metal. In fact, not this one, but another belt I made was made out of air conditioning ducting. And I'm getting ready to repaint this one, touch up the paint on it because this is 35 years old. It's held up well for being 35 years old. And I thought about putting these plates on real leather. I got a thin piece of leather. I thought about doing that, and some people talked me out of it. But I think I'm still going to make a strap for it, and I can go back and forth. I'm going to lengthen this strap anyway.
Yeah,
I think
we
you should
keep
do
it like
one
it
of those
is.
real thin ones, like the like I said with the kids toy belts.
Oh yeah. BAM made the foam to life belts. I came up with I didn't make it, but I came up with the first cardboard to life belt that I know of anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I would put both of them together. Reality and then where it started from.
Well, what's funny about it was back then when I was in college, people kind of looked at me like I was crazy. And as a matter of fact, they still think I'm crazy. But that was something I was really into when I was younger, and I'm still, I'm not so much into wrestling anymore because the wrestling's not wrestling anymore. But the belts are still around, and I wish they had these back when I made this one. But I wouldn't, if I had to do it over again, I would do it again. Make this belt and have the real one made. So I encourage
cool, man.
anybody and I know a few of you out there have made cardboard belts. You may or may not still have them, but I encourage you, if you have the means to do so and you have a maker in mind. Unique Spirit made mine. He did a beautiful job, but I'm not saying necessarily him, but if you have a trusted baker, send him your design and see what he can do.
I hit it out of the park with that one.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Yeah. It turned out better than my wildest imagination. So anyway.
Perfect combination. Your leather and his plates.
Yeah. I wanted to do leather on it because one, I can do leather. And secondly, I wanted a piece of me to be put in that belt. And I didn't do the plates, but I could do the leather. So part of me is in that belt. So it kind of made it special to me. And I always thought the Figs Dome Globe would be buried with me. Well, now I think this one's going to be buried with me instead.
Hey, that was the blueprint, man.
Yeah. Speaking of Miracle Water, there's Juan.
What's up, Juan?
He's the one that came up with that. And most everybody watching has no clue what I'm talking about. I say Miracle Water.
Inside joke. Inside joke.
That's right. That's right. I told somebody the other day, a friend of mine posted this meme. I'm going to start using the word mucho around all my Spanish-speaking friends. You know why? Because it means a lot to them.
Brum, bum. He's here all night, everybody.
I love that joke. I love that joke.
I think I need another chicken McNugget.
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about before
The
the show
Miracle
started.
Man.
Yeah. There's a guy, well, actually several groups in the United States that track down online predators. They lure them to locations to expose them live on social media. And they also refer them to police departments like Chris Hansen did on Dateline NBC to catch a predator. Well, this one group posed as a 13-year-old girl and lured a predator to a Target store. They took a folding chair with them, had him sit down in the chair, and asked him before he showed up, pretending to be the 13-year-old girl, said, "Can you bring me a Happy Meal with chicken McNuggets?" So he shows up with a Happy Meal, think he's going to find a 13-year-old girl. Well, he meets his predator group instead. They take the Happy Meal away from him and eat his chicken nuggets while they're sitting there going over the chat logs. All this, there's this, and while he's talking to this guy, says, "You said this, this, and this to the girl." He said, "Yeah, I did say this. Okay, I'm gonna need another chicken nugget." So he's has another guy feed it to him while he's talking to him. I've got the video clip. You can
Oh,
think
that's
I'll,
hilarious.
think I'll show it.
Hilarious.
I can't tell the story and do it justice. I think I already deleted it. Okay, it's gone. It's hilarious.
It was hilarious.
He had 3 or 4 nuggets during the interview before the police showed up. Those things are oddly entertaining. It's sad and disturbing how many people out there do that, but I'm glad to have these watchdog groups out there. We're losing viewers. That's because Bam came on the air. Bam's live on the air, so
Bam!
bam, yeah. Not encourage you to jump over there and listen to them, but if that's your thing, go watch them. Pounding the Meat's on also as well.
Stay
What's that?
right here.
Spread the love.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. There's a little drama in the hobby, or has been this week, and I'm not going to touch on it very much. But in the interest of full transparency of the hobby, just be aware there's someone who loves to go live and talk about what he perceives as injustice. And anyway, just be aware of that. That's all I'm going to say about it. Not going to name the guy because I'm not going to dignify.
He doesn't need any more publicity. No.
No, he's I don't know.
love Puff Daddy.
But he's on the scammers list, which apparently brought tears to his eyes. So, anything else going on in the hobby? I haven't heard of anything else going on in the hobby.
Not really. It's kind of quiet, really.
Yeah. This is the latest project I'm working on. NWA US Silver, which I'm going to probably have up for sale when I'm done with it, and I'm thinking about putting a black croc backing on it with
I
lacing.
like it. Looks nice.
I don't like the croc backing, but I want to try something different since I'm selling this belt. So if anyone's interested, let me know. As I finish it, which should be a couple of weeks, I'll have it up for sale. So beautiful plates, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. 10
Made
pounds
by
of silver.
Made by Mateen Ahmed.
And
10 pounds of
pounds of
silver.
silver.
Unpainted. This is the unpainted version.
Mhm.
I like the unpainted version.
I do
I
too.
do too. And when I first saw it, I didn't realize there was a painted version. I still have this one for sale, $350 shipped. This is made by Mayan Madassar. And this one by Muhammad Asif, World Class Texas title. This is the original paint scheme. This is the red and gold version. I've seen a lot of people in the hobby that have the
The blue and red.
red and blue, and that is the Jarrett the Jarrett era Texas title. When he took over the promotion, he changed the color scheme, and I don't know why. To me, it just looked cheaper. It just didn't look like as prestigious a title.
Yeah.
Gino Hernandez held this version. This is the original color scheme, and I got a picture of him with that built somewhere. Let me see if I have it on my laptop while I'm on here. Bear with me.
I bet you're all sitting in cushion chairs, huh?
No. Oh, here's a picture. Yeah, I got it. Hang on. Let me upload it. I took this picture, by the way. Find it. Where to go? It's in a WCCW. Okay, here it is. James said he'd be right back. So Lane said he'd be back too.
No worries.
Here's
Yeah,
Gino
that
Hernandez
looks
for-
nice. Yeah, that looks nice, man.
That does.
That's
yeah.
that's 1984, 85. I think it's 85. So this was when that belt was almost brand new. It hadn't been out maybe a year, and that's the original color scheme.
It almost looks like it's textured too, because you can see it on the side, right where the Texas is and the banners.
Yeah, but I don't think it was. But anyway,
Wonder
if
where
you,
that belt is. Wonder where that belt is today.
I don't know. I meant to ask Johnny Mantell last time I was at the Hall of Fame, but I hadn't seen him in over 2 years. So
Somebody probably bought it at a pawn shop.
Yeah.
That, or I'm guessing Ric Flair's son-in-law has it.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh
He's got
yeah.
so many great belts.
Yeah.
Including Big Gold.
You know who's a big belt head of ring use belts?
Who's that?
Dan Lambert.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he gave he gave Cody the belt in the picture that Cody, was hoping his dad would win, but he won by count out, but he didn't get the belt. So Dan Lambert, gave him that belt from the WWF.
I heard something about that.
Yeah. He's got quite the collection, I understand.
Oh yeah. Ring use only.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest collectors of ring use.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of it of his collection. They're right, I guess, temporarily. They're all like in a closet on top of each other, which made me cringe a little because I was like, "Oh no, don't let that hit the other belts," And
Right.
so, what can you do?
I met him in person. He's an awesome guy. He gave me and my friend front row tickets to AEW show down here.
Oh wow!
Oh, that was Dan Lambert.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, we were just sitting there. We were all decked out in AEW, and I felt bad because there was two teenagers, but they were in WWE gear. And he comes over to me and my buddy, and he says, "Hey, you guys know where the entrance is?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's over there." He goes, "Hey, you guys wouldn't want to happen to have some tickets I have left over?" He says, "They're yours if you want them." I said, "Sure." He goes, "By the way, they're front row," and I was like,
"Thank you."
So my friend looks at me. He goes, "What about the ones we paid for?" I said, "Don't worry about
What
that.
about
This
those?"
paid that 4 times over.
Yeah. Mhm.
All 4 shows.
We're at the top of the hour, so I'm obligated to remind everyone that this show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Releathering for all your releathering needs. I can't talk tonight. And by Unique Spirit Championship Belts. They're the ones that made this beauty right here and made the 2 beauties that Richard has.
They definitely are unique.
Yeah. He also made the giveaway belts. He made that one right there. That's not the giveaway belt.
That belt has a lot of spirit.
Oh yeah.
That leather is just up.
I mean, just the tooling alone. Come on, look at that.
And I'm going to order a set of those plates. I'm going to give mine the same treatment. And
That
show the
logo
back-
plate. Yeah, that logo plate.
Oh, yeah, the tooling around the local plate, yeah. Isn't it pretty? I got one piece of that left, and it's going to go on my belt.
I wonder what suede would look on the back of it. Like a blue suede.
I don't know.
Because that oxblood, like you said, the original belt, it was just worn and sweat and whatever. But this oxblood really does it justice. That promo that Arn Anderson did with it in his hand, after I seen that promo, I mean, I seen it when I was a kid, but as I just seen it a couple of months ago, that's when I told Mark I got to have that belt and with that leather color.
Yeah.
It looks so much better than the faux color that they have on it.
Well, I showed Richard a picture a couple days ago. Classic Shields came up with an oxblood strap for that same belt. I didn't know they did that.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
That belt is awesome. I mean, I got to say, guys, like I said it in the beginning, guys that are tuning in now, I have 3 belts in my collection that are classic. And this one, the TV title and the 10 pounds of gold are one of my 3 of my favorite belts in my collection now.
That's a beautiful belt.
I just got to make room so I can put these bad boys up.
Something I got to say here about Unique, that belt right there, when he first came out with it, I still have that first belt. Those side plates were smaller. They were too small. So I told him make them bigger for that belt, and he did. And so if you order from Unique, tell him what you want. He's really good at communicating.
Details.
Details, yes. Give him details. Give him your measurements. Tell him what you want. He'll come up with the artwork, send it to you so you can see it. That's what I do with my custom belt. So
He did a home run on both of those belts.
he did. He did.
And he did my my North American belt. I got to hear this one's going to get re-leathered by Mark soon. Not soon enough, but soon. Oh, man, this thing is heavy.
Yeah, it's a big belt.
This was done by Unique.
Beautiful.
The leather is good on it.
Steel plated.
The only thing I want to change on it when I redo it is I want to put the cartridges on there. Give it that classic look. But this thing is phenomenal. I mean, he nailed this thing.
I never really liked that belt when it first came out, but it's grown on me.
That's what happened with me. I seen it in a couple groups, and I'm like, you know what? It's starting to grow on me.
I didn't like the 91, 94 when it came out. Just past few years, I just started liking it and love it now. Some belts
Kind
just
of like
take
the
time to
spinner
grow.
belt, the Rated R spinner wasn't that cool, but then it grew on you.
Yeah, some belts just take time, and you appreciate them later.
I had one in my possession, this Rated R spinner, for like 24 hours. I sold it.
Like that.
Oh, here we go.
Look at that belt right there.
There it is. Upside down. There you go. Was that is that the Mississippi or Louisiana? Mississippi, yeah.
There you go.
That's
You're on
the
mute.
Lee style belt.
You're on mute. You're on mute, Lane.
I got it.
There you go.
Okay.
There was an echo.
Yeah, this is the Louisiana is actually a 7-plate belt. From what I've seen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice belt.
Ken Harper gave this to me.
Yep.
Hey, Wade, how's it going?
Doing great. So,
I'm on mute you when we're getting feedback through your microphone.
pardon?
I'm on mute you because we're getting feedback through your microphone. So when you want to speak up, unmute yourself. We're getting some feedback through your speakers.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Better than last week.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Ken Harper gave me that one.
Yeah, Ken
I don't
Harper's-
only collect belts. I also collect wrestling figures too.
Your man cave looks like a wrestling figure shop.
Yeah, I just recently picked up, and I highly recommend it. If you guys can't afford the real big statues, GameStop. They got these guys.
wow.
They're about a foot tall.
Wow.
My goodness.
They're like 50 something. Stone Cold was like 40.
Well, I gotta give you oh hell yeah for that one.
I definitely recommend. I got Stone Cold, and I also got the Phenom.
Rest in peace.
Definitely go get these from your local GameStop. And I heard that they're picking up another line, probably The Rock and Macho Man and stuff like that are going to come out also.
Probably Hogan, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely Hogan. My main ones were these guys, Hogan, The Undertaker, and Savage, and The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
The Warrior one it looks good, but the Macho Man was pretty good. I wanted the one with the robe, man, but I'm not looking to spend $1,000 on a statue.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
I don't know
No.
if you ever saw this from here, but Mark and Andy, y'all have this goes way back. Mark, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. There's
That's one of
a
those catalog belts.
Yeah.
there's a guy named Stephen Fay that has a method that makes those.
Oh, what really?
Yeah.
What about cardboard belts that Joseph Armstrong makes? Those
Oh,
things are
those are
phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Yeah. His is backwards. Mine's cardboard to life. His is life to cardboard.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And there's not one he cannot make. He can make anything.
I'd like
Just
to get
have-
him on the show. Show those off.
Yeah, he's good. He's very good.
That'd
Yeah,
be
big-
cool to have him on. Show him the process, what he does, and how he makes the belts look like actual metal plates,
Mhm.
and they're cardboard.
Yeah, he
That's
does a hell
Joseph
of a job.
Armstrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him right now. Y'all go ahead and talk. I'm gonna message him and ask him.
Yeah, my man cave. I swear to God, one side looks like a belt store, and the other side looks like a Toys R Us that went out of business. I got all my figures. They're like 3 deep in a row. The problem is I used to pick them up 5 at a time, but now I get maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 max. Problem is I have too many friends looking out for me. Hey man, I found this. Hey man, I found that.
Send him a message. We'll see if he wants to come on. Yeah, I've seen those cardboard belts. Those are amazing. And Richard, he's not kidding. He looks like his man cave looks like he raided a Toys R Us during a hurricane or some disaster. It looks like a store in there. I mean,
I'm gonna have to build an extension to my room here.
Yeah, it's insane.
I told my wife it's the RWC.
What's that?
Instead of the GWC, it's the RWC.
Oh, okay.
The Richard Ward Wrestling Collection.
Yeah.
I brought my neighbor over to show him, and he's like, "Oh my God." He's like, "Wow." My brother walked in. He goes, "Man, a couple of years ago when I was here, you only had a couple belts, man." He goes, "Now you got almost a whole store there."
It's kind of funny. Last night when I went to Walmart to get some other stuff, and it just kind of came up spontaneously. I decided to go to the fabric department to see what they had as far as backing material, because a side of real leather backing is well over $100. I can get about 3 or 4 straps out of that, but like the croc backings, the snakeskin backings, those are all usually imitation because it's too expensive to get the real thing. Animal hide is expensive, especially if it's exotic. So I was looking to see what they had in stock, and I found this black croc leather. And the guy was cutting it out for me, and I told him what I did, and I showed him pictures of a couple of belts I did. He's like, "Wow, that's cool." No. My wife hates the hobby. She's embarrassed by it, but everybody I've shown the belts, they think it's pretty cool. There's Chris Thermo.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm not afraid to share my hobby.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm not, and if people don't understand it, it's okay.
Oh, well.
I take pride in my hobby, and people that don't know about the hobby, you explain it to them, and it just amazes them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone who we haven't heard from tonight?
Our buddy over in Malaysia.
Gianni.
Nor. Gianni too, yeah.
And
Gianni. Well, he's probably over watching BAM. He's probably watching BAM.
He might he might be on BAM, probably.
Yeah, probably.
He might be on a date too.
No.
No, you get cheaper rates at the Motel 6 on weekends.
Motel 6, yeah.
Keep the light on front.
Actually, on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, that's right. Special rates. But no, we haven't heard from Nor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, give him his greeting if he shows up on here.
Yeah. I'll count to 3 and then we'll say
3. Yeah, there you go.
I'll do 3, 2, 1.
Carmen,
watch the replay.
Johnny's not on BAM. Crystal Thermo said.
Okay, well, he might be working. But just in case Nor watches the replay, 3, 2, 1. Nor. That's for you if you watch the replay.
Sorry, guys.
You feeling all right?
I'm starting to feel a little bit COVID-y, if you know what I mean.
COVID-y?
Yeah.
That's a new word. Yeah. We should have worn our masks tonight.
Yeah, I should have worn mine wherever it was I was at, where I caught it.
Did you catch it that event or?
No, I started showing signs of it Sunday, and I'm thinking maybe Thursday, Wednesday, because it takes a couple of days for it to actually set up. So we went on a couple of service calls, and it could have very well been at that point in time. Don't know.
Could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got it, it was like a bad cold, man.
Yeah, me too.
Do
Me too.
the participants in that match you refereed, do they know about your status?
Everybody has been informed
Ah.
after the fact. I mean, I wasn't feeling any kind of
Right.
way Saturday, and then Sunday, whenever I started feeling bad, when I officially found out Monday morning when I took the test, then yeah, I sent everybody like, "Hey guys, I've got COVID."
Because you feel bad, you know. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
you
no
know,
one
who
wants
was-
to be Typhoid Mary, or in my case, Typhoid Larry,
yeah.
and you know, spreading disease or virus or whatever around. You know, you don't want to be that person.
Especially in my line of work.
At any point in time, because you know you don't know who's got a compromised immune system or anything like that. And like I told everybody, you know, especially the guys in the locker room and stuff, I was like, "Hey," I said, "if I'd have known, I would have never been there." I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, straight up, you know, yeah, it's the real 10 pounds of gold, but not at the expense of possibly, you know, making somebody sick or possibly killing them. Never in a million years.
Mhm.
So, but I didn't feel bad. And honestly, when I woke up Sunday morning, I just felt tired. So I thought, oh, hey, you know, I was at the show. I reffed, you know, X amount of matches at the show last night. And so, yeah, I'm allowed to be tired. And I felt like I was having real bad allergies. That was like the really, really the worst thing of it on Sunday. By Sunday night, I felt like I got hit by a truck. You know what I mean? Just boom. And I messaged my boss. I was like, "Hey guys, I'm not coming in tomorrow. I'm gonna go get a test, make sure it's not COVID," which I have a bunch of home tests here. And needless to say, when I took the test, the little pink line showed up first. I was like, oh. It's like, but if it's only the pink line, it means the test is no good. I got to retest. So I'm like, yeah, let's hope for a retest. Then the blue line showed up. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. I tell you what, it took me a good month and a half, almost 2 months to recover.
Yeah, me too.
Fully.
I'm vaccinated and boosted, so I think that's honestly one of the reasons why it hasn't hit me like it did other people.
Yeah,
They say
thing.
that this strand that's going around now is pretty easy compared to the other ones, but at the same time, it's still no picnic. I mean, if I'm vaccinated and boosted, and it made me feel like, you know, I got hit by a truck, like, excuse me, I still have a headache. I have not gotten rid of the headache yet, and I still feel like right now I'm just tired.
I still have a dry cough.
A little bit of a cough, not too bad. But those are the two biggest things. Like I had some chills. I didn't really get a fever. At least if I did, I wasn't awake. Now, a couple of times in the middle of the night, I had to change PJs because I was sweating so bad. Last night I had to change twice. Fortunately, I have about 10 pairs of PJs, so it's, you know, it's not a problem for me to get up and go change clothes real quick. But yeah, man, it's not been fun at night at all. And that seems to be when I deal with, if I do have a fever, I'm not feeling it until I wake up soaked. And then by that time I just change clothes and flip the pillows over and move the dog and then sleep in the dog spot for a while.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, the separation from my wife and my son, thank God when I tested, I came home and they both tested and they were both negative. So I'm like, I got to locate myself in the room. I'm going to separate myself from the biggest part of the house.
Yeah, I dodged it. I mean, honestly, for 2 years. And I mean, when I say I dodged it, I mean people literally who I live with, work beside, everybody got it except for me. I never caught it. And now that it's, you know, 2 years in, and I guess the odds finally caught up to me, you know, there's no way that you're not going to get it. It's a virus, especially when it's everybody's not on we're not doing the mask thing anymore. So it's going to
thank God for the vitamins and stuff, man.
Yeah, I've been staying hydrated for the most part. I can't taste anything. I can taste salt. Like I can eat potato chips. I can't taste the chip, but I can taste the salt on the chips. So, and I like the Flamin' Hot Lays. Like those are my favorites. I can't taste them, but I can feel the heat.
Wow.
He was like,
Wow.
They said use vanilla extracts to get your smell back.
"No, see, I can't say that I've lost my sense of smell because I haven't been able to breathe through my sinuses well enough to know if I've lost my sense of smell or not."
Oh wow.
And like right now, yeah, I can't. They're starting to
I hate
go
this
crazy
time
on
of
me
year.
now.
Allergies work on you too.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, and the dogwood tree and the cherry blossom that's been blooming for the last couple of weeks have been kicking my head in as well.
I've had COVID twice, and I've had basically mild allergy symptoms both times. But I did after the first time I had it, I had with COVID pneumonia, which kicked me on right. Man, it just kicked me down. I had to go to the
Well,
ER.
see, that's what a lot of people were. They were like, "Don't sleep on your back." I'm like, I can't sleep any other way. Like I sleep on my back. I can sleep maybe on my right hand side for a little bit. See, I'm worried about like what's his name here? He just posted Legacy was Rosario. Yeah. I have
Post-COVID.
Yeah. I have a friend. She is still suffering. She got it back in November a year ago. And she's still suffering from issues from it.
Ultimate Cuddles is in the house. Sorry.
Is that Cuddles?
Ultimate Cuddles is in the house.
Okay, I figured to have a poker game. No, I guess that's Friday and Saturday night. So.
Facebook user that said hi is Ultimate Cuddles, aka Mark Laverty.
Laverty, yep. Glad to have you watching the show. It's a kind of slow night. We've got 2 other podcasts going on tonight, so everybody wanted to crowd Thursday night for some reason. But I'm not sure what BAM's talking about or PTM. But they're both.
Well, that's the laundered sheets.
Oh, the laundered sheets.
Well, that's because they're doing a PTM is doing Get the Strap tomorrow night.
Oh,
they switched.
Okay. I've had people ask me to move my show, and I'm not moving it. I was here first, so yeah. I've got my audience.
I mean, it's one of those things where it is what it is. I mean, you can tune into whatever you want, and you can watch the replay.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
That's
beauty
the
of it.
awesome thing. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're not everybody's cup of tea. PTM's not everybody's cup of tea, so just watch what you want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus works nights. He just got home, he said.
Okay.
I've been dealing with some of that too. The shortness of the breathing has not been fun either. I took the trash out Tuesday, and when I got back from taking the trash out, I was actually winded. I was supposed to work shows this weekend. Obviously, that is not happening. I canceled simply because I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. Number one, I mean, I might feel like $1,000,000 and then get down there and try to run around the ring a couple of times and be out of breath and not be able to do anything. And number two, I'm not quite comfortable enough to where I want to go back out in public around people because although I'm probably not contagious anymore, I don't want to take any chances. It's worth it to me to not.
It happens. Trust me.
You know what I mean? I don't want to get anybody else sick or anything else. So I'm going to go ahead.
That's the first thing that's in my mind.
Take the weekend and not do anything and come back full force. Thank you. Come back full force and here in a couple weeks.
Tell you what, man, when I put my mask on to go back to work, when I was able to go back to work, I had breathing issues. I would get winded real quick. And it just knocked the wind out of me for a while. It took me a little while, like I said, a good month and a half, almost 2 months to really be able to breathe right. I had to go outside all the time to catch my breath.
See, I'm not so much worried about that. My biggest issue is because I do plumbing, and I'll be going around other people, and that's how I think I caught it, was on a service call. But once again, it's so prevalent now that it's the common cold. I mean, it's getting to that point, and like I said, I'm vaccinated and boosted, and that helped. I really, really think that it did, because I know people. Actually, I know a friend of mine passed away because of it, and he was unvaccinated, unfortunately,
Wow.
and he went in to the hospital and never came out. And
Wow.
well, I mean, it just is what unfortunate. Love the guy to death, but it's one of those things where you don't know what's wrong with you on the inside until something comes along and exposes it. And
Like,
this stuff is crazy. We don't know what long-term effect of this stuff is going to be on us.
like people said too, sometimes you don't even know you have it sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, see, a lot of my friends think that I thought that I was one of those people that, because I was around so many people who had it. And honestly, I should have caught it long before I did, long before there was a vaccination or booster or any of that crap. And I don't know how I did, how I danced around it. I really don't know how I didn't get it. And thinking of, like it's just it's to the point now where I know when I go into other people's houses, I'm going to start wearing my mask again, not because of anything else, but to just protect myself. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, we went 2 years with it, man.
And this is the thing too. You got to think we've got other issues, breathing issues going on. People like me who suffer from allergies are going to have to deal with allergy issues on top of COVID or whatever. And you got, and I don't want to turn this into a virus thing or whatever, man. This is about wrestling. I just want to, let everybody know, man, be safe, wash your hands. The stuff's still going around because I've got it.
Definitely,
And,
definitely.
if you're going into a building where you've got people, more people than just be on the safe side, mask up if you think you're going to be in a crowd, because
my anxiety acts up once I'm around a lot of people after what happened. My anxiety goes from 0 to 100 when I'm in a crowd of people.
Yeah, I don't like crowds.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
You talk about losing your breath. Ever since I had that pneumonia, I've had issues catching my breath sometimes. If I exert myself at all, it's just like it takes a little harder to takes a little bit longer for me to catch my breath. Hang on a second, I got my dog out again. Just like clockwork. He wants out.
Mark, let the dog out.
Answer that question, didn't we? I did.
I like Bill Clinton there for a minute.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Sure.
I tried like hell, but I did not have sex with that woman.
I was up all night.
He was up all right.
Yeah. Smoking cigars.
Yeah.
I love that
hold on a
DX
second.
promo.
Here's the giveaway dog again. Hello. Oh.
You're a fur baby.
Yes, my daughter's fur baby. He's my grand fur baby.
No.
Chesney. He's kissing up to me. I want to be giving away. So this is the new giveaway we're having.
Oh.
So we're gonna give the dog away.
Yeah, my daughter's gonna kill me. So
The giveaway dog.
giveaway dog. Look at the camera. Okay, that's fine. All right.
Is that pro leather? Is
Yeah.
that pro grade?
It's real dog leather. Yeah.
From Mark Puppies.
Does that come in pro grade?
Yeah. Pro grade. Yeah. I'll be done in a little bit. She's here to visit. So we'll cut the show off here a little bit. She's dropping my grandson off to babysit while she works. We watch him sometimes when she works. She works a night shift at a hospital out of town. Anyway, we have anything else to talk about? Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna show this off. Download it. It's kind of cool. All right, let me upload it. We lost Lanny. Oops, not that.
I think you
Oh, I
should use your logo when you do the belt of the any belts that are worked with your leather, Martin. In the
Yeah.
beginning, like I did with my video, it makes it look like.
Well, I do it at the end of mine.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's one.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Now, that's a classic belt right there.
That is nice.
That actually looks like one of the belts off of one of the Remco figures from back.
That's
in
one
the
of
day.
from the Road Warriors, right?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. I want those. I want the Remco Road Warriors. They don't have to be on card.
They were affordable at one point in time, and then now they're not.
Oh, AWA belt. Okay.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's a Remco belt. Give me
This is
2
an
points
AWA
on that one.
I
This is-
actually got a set of the Road Warriors and the Rubber Wrestlers. They're the real small ones. I got Animal and Hulk.
Yeah, I don't have the Remco figure belt, but I do have a action figure 10 pounds of gold, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Of course, you know, I am obsessed.
There's a guy that makes those.
Put that back up there.
He's in one of the groups, and he does an excellent job on them
Oh, sweet.
for your action figures.
I'll get that from you after the show, Richard, because I'd like to get one of those.
I gotta find one of the groups.
Jake, I would love to have one of those Remco belts too, man. Just because I had them as a kid, and I don't have it anymore, and that was like one of my favorite things to have because it was the 10 pounds of gold.
Somebody was selling the ring. I think it was $100 complete. The ring.
Wow.
That's cool.
I remember having Ric Flair, Larry Zbyszko, the Road Warriors. I basically almost had
the
every
Road
one of
Warriors,
them.
I had Baron von Raschke.
The brothers with the bow ties.
Oh, that was the
fantastic one.
Fabulous ones, man.
Fabulous
Yeah,
Ernest
yeah.
and Lane.
Yep.
I had them.
So you're gonna show off a mini belt. I'm gonna show off a mini belt. This is not an action figure belt, but there you go.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
It was very nice.
Very nice.
I mean, that is nice. Guys who, if you collect action figures, hit up your local Walmarts.
Well, see, yours is actually jeweled too. Mine is not.
Oh yeah, sure is.
Yeah,
That's a nice
I could
watch
probably
there.
add jewels to mine, but it is not.
The real enchilada.
Mhm.
Now the globe isn't domed; it's flat, but
Yeah, mine is
still a
too.
beautiful belt.
That looks mucho bueno.
Mucho. It means a lot.
Yeah, if
Need
you
to-
guys,
need
like
to
I
like
said, you
them.
guys into the action figures, they got the red and white Codys at Walmart right
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get both sets,
Yeah, I got the blue one.
and I got the wrestling buddy Cody also. GameStop for the win.
Stop for the win.
I didn't pull the tab out because I wanted to stay nice.
I'll check out Walmart, see what they got at my Walmart. I don't collect figures, but
Sometimes you find some gems, believe it or
if
not.
I see something cool or something that I think I'll like, then I'll snag it up. But I'm not really into too many of the action figures. I've got to pick up a which I hope they still hold it for me. I had a guy holding Undertaker. It was I want to say Undertaker Mankind set 2-pack for me, but I'm supposed to pick it up tomorrow. I'm not working the show tomorrow.
there's a figure with that robe.
Yeah, I have.
Oh
that.
yeah,
I still have that today. The Remco Ric Flair.
nice.
Yep.
I got the Class D Freddie Blassie with Hulk Hogan double set, still on card.
That's awesome.
Classy Freddie.
When he had the cape, the golden cape. I got the Wild Samoans and Lou Albano. I got the Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter dressed in Iraqi dress. I mean, I got so many figures. I'd have to make a. My wife's like, you got to make a catalog of what you have so you don't rebuy whatever you have.
I'm gonna do it with my belts because I told my wife when I die I want her to get what they're actually worth, not what I told her they're worth.
Mark Laverty said he started collecting $100 bills.
Yeah, show off. This is a guy that had T-shirts made with his gimmick character. He's not even a wrestler, but the Ultimate Cuddles he calls himself. So I don't know if he sold any or not.
It's another good friend of mine, Mark Laverty.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I talk to you and him like more than any of my friends up north.
Jake Keel, I forgot to mention this earlier. This podcast is on YouTube as well because of a partnership with another podcast that Jake is a part of called the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get to that Linktree link, you can get it there. But they're based out of Oklahoma City. Him and Landon Bumgardner, a good friend of mine, and another guy. They have this. They talk about wrestling. It's a good podcast. I've been on it. I listen to it. They talk WWE and other stuff. So
awesome. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, appreciate it.
He sold some shirts. Okay, Cuddles. I was going to buy one, but he didn't have any when I was going to buy one.
They don't make them in a schmedium.
Schmedium, yeah. Yeah, Laverty's a schmedium, yeah. He's a good guy. A little quirky, but he's a good guy.
Do you remember when he sent Lou Bruno one in the mail?
Yeah.
Ooh, guys, can I show off my poster?
No.
Why not, man?
Yeah. I was telling the guys before the show started that, and I've told this on the show before. Many of you may have forgotten, but I had the original poster for the first Texas Stadium Parade of Champions where Terry Von Erich beat Ric Flair for the NWA Heavyweight Championship. I also had a souvenir program from that. It's the original. But when I moved into my parents' house, they cleaned out my closet, and I thought they threw all this stuff away. I was talking to my mother the other day, and there's a bunch of stuff that was in my closet that's down in the basement. So I'm going to go down there this next week, see if I can find it. I think the poster might be gone, but the program may still be in existence. So
that'll be excellent.
Yeah, James reminded me of that. So let's see what you got there.
Now, some of you old school guys will definitely appreciate this. Give you a little background on the poster before I show it. Angelo Poffo, Lanny Poffo, Leaping Lanny, or some people remember him as
the genius.
The genius, Lanny Poffo. Macho Man Randy Savage. Angelo Poffo is their dad. He ran a professional wrestling organization called International Championship Wrestling, which ran from like 1978 to 1984. And they ran out of, I want to say, Kentucky. I'm pretty sure. But needless to say, they would run shows here in West Virginia. And a friend of mine contacted me. He actually had an ICW poster on poster board from East Bank High School here in West Virginia. In the main event, the Convertible Blondes take on, look, check this out. Look how young he is. That is Ron Garvin.
Wow.
And Thunderbolt Patterson. Some of these names you might recognize.
The dude in the middle looks like Chris Jericho when he was younger.
That's way before Chris Jericho. Say about 10 years.
Those guys, I can't find them. It comes up vertical blinds.
Some of these names you might recognize. Let me get out of here so I can actually kind of show you the thing without screwing it up. Ox Baker, Tony Falk, like I said, Angelo Poffo. I can get down here. I can't really see what I'm doing, and the poster's wanting to fold.
Check out the
Angelo
name
Poffo
Ox
here.
Barker.
Yeah, he ran it. So this poster is at least, and it's on poster board. It's not flimsy or anything. This only ran from his ICW only ran from 78 to 84, so it was 6 years. So we're estimating that this poster right now is anywhere from 40. Let's see, what is it, 22? Anywhere from 44 to 38 years old, give or take.
I have identified who that guy is in the middle.
Who is it in the middle?
I will pull up a picture. Just a second. Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
But this was a gift, and I'm going to get it framed. The fact that it's from ICW kind of makes it kind of special because ICW was considered outlaw. They weren't affiliated with the NWA or AWA or any of the other major wrestling organizations, and they ran totally against, I want to say, Memphis and Jerry Lawler and all them. As a matter of fact, they even tried to do an invasion angle after the fact that ICW went out of business. I work for ICS, guys. I apologize. That ICW went out of business. They tried to do the invasion angle in Memphis that WWE did with WCW about 30 years later.
That ICW title looks good too. The one that Macho Man held.
I mean, you know, and it was a short-lived promotion, and it ran outlaw against everybody.
Well, you're going to be amazed at who the convertible blondes are.
Who are the
And
convertible
let's see who that
blondes?
is.
Oh, they
What?
Oh, Pistol Pez Wiley, and who is that? Rip
Rogers.
That's what I thought.
You believe that?
Wow. Look at
I
those
guess somebody
belts,
called them
man.
convertible. I don't know.
Look at those belts.
That's who the mystery guy was in the middle was Rip Rogers.
Rip Rogers. That's even better.
I thought he looked familiar, but I could not identify him. But
Yeah, I couldn't put the face, and then as soon as you pulled it up, I was like, I know who this is. You know what I mean?
I'll send you the picture, James, so you can keep it for your
Yes, please.
verification purposes here.
The convertible blondes, Rip Rogers, and Pez
I
Wiley.
think him and Pez Watley were tag team partners. Okay, I am sending this to you right now. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right. Whoops. Take it back down. So that mystery solved. We were trying to figure it out before the show started. Oops. Hit the wrong button.
That's a good
He's
one.
showing off his belt
Where have I
again.
seen that before?
Belt porn. Belt porn.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah. I need to put that belt on OnlyFans. Only belts. We only belts.
Only
belt fans.
Yeah, only belt fans. Yeah. Just saw a Instagram by oh, what is her name? This is so pretty. I forgot her name.
Tony Storm.
No, the other blonde. The other blonde.
Oh,
Karrion
you're
Kross's
talking about Jordan Grace.
No, Karrion Kross's girlfriend.
Oh, what's her
Yeah, I know who
name?
you're talking about.
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, mine too. It's the tip of your tongue. I'm not touching that one. Not touching that one.
Oh, I know. I seen that picture. Ooh. Oof.
Anyway, she posted a new Instagram. She's on OnlyFans now. Dang, where I can't find her.
I'd buy that for $20.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what is her name?
I'm telling you what, Jordan Grace doesn't look. She's not a bad looker herself, man.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find this. Just a second.
Have you seen the new girl Nikita in NXT?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
Also. Oh my.
You mean Nikita Koloff?
Nikita Koloff. There you go.
Nikita Koloff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about that chick that's in NXT? The one that's going up against Tony Storm.
Yeah, I
The
don't.
one with the one with the orange hair. With the red hair.
That's Darby's ex-wife.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Why can't I think of her name?
That's Gigi Dolan, isn't it?
What's her name?
Isn't it Gigi Dolan?
Yeah. We're trying to think of Killian Cross's girl.
I'm trying to find it because I can't remember her name is.
Not
What
remember.
is her name? Oh man,
She's got that power of me. It makes me forget her name.
she's got those eyes.
Yeah. She's blonde. Oh, jeez. This is
That
just
just describes every woman wrestler so far.
Yeah.
Well, that's Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yes.
That's
Scarlett-
it.
Yeah.
Or Scarlett Johansson or whatever her name is.
Any replicas? Yeah, they're right here. If you talk about licensed replicas, I got 3 of them or 4 of them. I got this one. I've got the Premier, Fandu, and Figs Dome Globes, and I have another one of these on the other end, which belongs to my son. So, but these are all replicas. But the authorized replicas, I have 4.
Majority of my collection are official replicas, and I have some
Andrea,
reproduce.
I only own one replica. The rest of mine are boots. Not even gonna lie.
yeah, I'm proud of my boots.
I am too.
You can't
My boots look
shame
better.
me. about
My boots look better than my replica.
Hey, you know what I say? Whatever you can afford, if you're proud of it, rock it.
Oh, you're talking about the cardboard belt I made?
Hide her in the shell.
Oh. If you're talking about this one, replicas of this one, absolutely.
I'll get it in a second. I'm sure that your sandwich is maybe.
This one was made into this one.
Put in your nose.
Let me make it bigger. Hang on a second.
Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. This belt right here was the cardboard belt. I think that's what you're talking about.
Crazy.
Yes, I had a replica made of it. This is right here. But I had him add the logo at the top. I came up with this logo in 1985. I was trying to remember. I thought it was 1986. It's actually 1985.
Yeah, that's the belt I was telling you about, Mark Laverty.
Cardboard to life.
Oh.
Look at these side plates. He added stars. I had him add the stars to the side plates.
What? Oh, me.
Beautiful job. Unique Spirit did this. And you can order this belt if you're interested in one like this. It's not a real organization. It's one I made up. But if you want one, Unique Spirit can fix you up. Now, I did the leather on this. So,
It's called the Magard Championship.
Cardboard to life.
Yeah, it's Mark's card.
Okay. We solved that. Is that Liberty?
I feel like I earned it.
Yep.
Okay.
In
Mark,
your
you-
background.
Yeah, you need to click on the StreamYard link so you can see your name. Because everybody's Facebook user tonight for some reason.
Oh, your purse.
Yeah, that was Mark Laverty. He said very nice.
If you want that belt, Unique can fix it up for you.
You can even get a picture of you put on the plate, Mark Laverty. We'll get an Ultimate Cuddles belt.
No,
Yeah, because, you could do that. Get yourself a custom Ultimate Cuddles.
I gave it that back hamper there, but behind
We've
that.
got 11 minutes left. What else can we talk about? No tears?
11 minutes.
You've heard of Tear-Free Shampoo? This is Tear-Free Podcast.
The Tier Free Podcast.
The way it should be.
I've given it
Sponsored.
this hobby, but they did not put me on the scammer list.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think I'm gonna come on the show one day dressed as the warden.
Oh, that'd be make for great viewing. Get this belt off the floor. I'm gonna show this off once again. Kevin Davenport, my other admin, my co-admin, mentioned we're gonna have another giveaway. Not sure what we're going to do yet. He mentioned maybe doing a promo, but we're going to do this. We're going to offer this as a prize. Is this $1 million coin by BAM Beltomania?
Mommy, I have my plate now so I can put a pickle on it.
Yeah, hang on. I'm putting your bread back together right now.
And then You had to deal with the fact it's got Carmine's name on the back because every single one of them he had made, they put his name on the back of it. So,
Oh wow, did they?
yes, they did. But this is going to be a giveaway.
Coined by
prize.
Carmine Sabian.
So you want to stay tuned in the group and on this podcast. We'll have more details as they develop.
I like that one. I also like the Macho Man crown one. That's
That's
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. I don't have them all in my collection. I'm not a big WWF, WWE guy. I'm more of an NWA, but some of the WWE belts I did get the coin.
My issue is if I buy one, I'm going to want them all. That's the only issue I have.
I know.
This is the $60,000 question right here. We don't know. We just don't know.
Just a second.
Just like
I
my
don't
belts.
think they're gonna. I don't think they're going to make a new belt.
I don't either.
Because
He's just going to have both.
this. Well, this is just what I'm hearing through the grapevine that Fox wants their own champion.
If they want their own champion, USA wants their own.
Yes, and nobody
Yeah.
wants to. I wish they would just go with one world title, one tag team belt.
Yeah.
Keep
In
the
reality,
belts.
USA is owned by NBC, so it's NBC versus Fox.
Yeah,
Yep.
and and if I'm Vince, I shut it all down and make one champion, one tag championship, and be done with it. Go back to the way it
Yeah.
was. You've cut the roster down.
Unify
You
the
don't
belts.
You don't need dual tag champions. You don't need dual world champions. You've cut your roster down to what it was, almost 20 years ago when you didn't
Let them
have
bounce
it.
around like they used to. That's what I want to see again.
I just want it to be normal. Nobody runs with two world titles.
I mean, who would have known years later that I would have over 60-something belts here?
Well, when I got that first Stone Globe, I thought I was done, and then I saw the other the belts. I was like, okay, like potato chips.
I was
I'm
done.
to the
I
point
thought I
now
was
where
done.
I think I've gotten just about everything that I truly need. May not necessarily have everything that I want. I will add at least one more because I got to have the Fandu.
I
But
thought I was done when I filled up these 7 cases behind me.
but I'm well, things now because of inflation and everything else, spending habits have got to change. And the extra money that I would have for stuff like that is not so much extra money anymore. And
I was looking up those picture boxes for the belts that they had on Amazon. And a year ago, they were going for $149. You know what they're going for now?
oh yeah,
$200 and something each.
Yeah.
Golly.
and you're looking at everything from a perspective of like, okay, how bad do I want that? I do want an AWA. I want the one that Kurt Hennig held. I would like to have that one. I wouldn't mind having there are other ones that I want. As much as I hated it, I don't know why I hated it as bad as I did, but I absolutely love it now, and that's the Continental, the one that looks like a license. It's not a license plate, but it's just flat, and it's got the little brow lions on the side.
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to get that US tag, that NWA US tag, that Classic Shield.
10 pounds of silver.
Yeah,
definitely. But none of them are absolute ones that I absolutely. My collection's not going to be complete. Like I'm to the point now, with I see everybody else get one, and I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? I can live vicariously through you. And if I see one, somebody has one for sale or something like that for cheap or something, then I'm sorry, I'm reading what the chat comments. There it is. Yeah. It is at the same time. It's also at like one of the lowest points it's ever been too, with all the
right deal, the perfect deal is the perfect time.
Yeah,
when it
I
comes
mean, if you see
along,
something you like, go get it. As long as you can afford it, don't go into debt and don't do anything stupid.
Exactly. Like I stopped playing raffles for events years ago. I said, why?
I'll never be able to afford a Classic Shields, so
Me
I'm
neither.
not
Me
going to
neither.
be upset if I never get to own a Classic Shields.
I'll survive.
Yeah, I'll live. I've made it this far.
Yeah.
I got 3 in my collection. I'm looking to get a 4th one.
But would I like to? Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah. You know, but at
In
the same
reality,
time, I can't
that's right.
afford it. And it's not in the cards for me.
Yeah.
I do, you know, we all have our guys that we like to buy from, our makers, that we, you know, so, you know, if anybody has out there that's looking to buy a belt, feel free to contact any of us because we can point you in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I also know 2 guys in the hobby that are very reputable that help me out from time to time when I'm looking for something. I hit them up, and the price is right or a deal, something that I have that I don't want anymore. Put it together, and they give me a good deal.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, Rosario, the price of a classic shield is your rent price, yeah, or a down payment on a car. I mean, you don't just walk up with a couple grand, you know, unless you have that kind of money to spend. I don't have it like that.
And I've got a Classic Shields ordered, the Dome Globe. Of all the belts to order from Classic Shields, that's the most expensive one that I'm aware of. So
Now, did you get classic Dome Globe, or are you going to have it made like the Leather Rebels?
no, I got Classic.
Classic.
Have a good night. I hope that's Laverty. Hope I got it right.
Yep, that was him.
Good night, Mark. Thanks for watching. We're about 3 minutes from our 2 hours, so we might go ahead and cut this off. But yeah, I haven't got that belt yet. I ordered it back in September, so I don't anticipate getting it till maybe mid to late summer, if even then.
And have you paid it off?
No, I've got a down payment on it. I've got the rest. I'm about $200 from having all of it saved.
There you go, man.
Yeah, and I'm not going to reveal what I'm paying for it because family's watching, and I'd like to keep my family.
Yeah, so you might end up getting stretched on that one, man.
Yeah, I don't want to be the black sheep in the family.
Yeah.
You paid how much for that belt?
Stay out of the belt house.
Talk about get the strap.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get pounded. So,
More like get the switch.
yeah.
Mark, go pick out your branch on the tree.
There you go. Yeah. So we're going to end the show. I want to thank everybody for joining us as usual. We're right at the 2 hour mark. Join us again next week. I have not heard back from Joseph Armstrong, so I'm hoping once I hear back from him, we'll have him on the show to talk about his cardboard belts he makes.
Sounds
If
great.
you haven't seen them,
his
they're
cardboard
absolutely
belt is
gorgeous.
freaking awesome.
They look like metal belts.
They look like the real thing.
Yes,
They do.
They do. So,
Exactly.
well, hopefully we'll have that coming up soon. And Nathan was talking to me about another guest. I'm not going to reveal who that is because I don't know who it is yet. But he's got a pretty interesting story. So I need to get back with him and see if we can get that guest on. He's got a pretty nice collection, but he's also got a pretty interesting side story, personal story. So, but
Cool.
join us next week. We'll see what we have. I'm gonna put up the belt sales post tomorrow. So if you have belts to sell, post them. I'll be posting mine in there. Otherwise, we'll see you next week at the same time. Have a good night, everybody.
Same channel.